I have a question really fast. What do you think right now is missing in the biomass sector in Australia? And when you think of biomass, what things are you considering?
So, so your question is biomass. As I said, we believe that institutional arrangements are there for grain. The only issue is markets and competing with China and France and Canada on the world market. Our price is higher than yours at the moment. Once we get grain hot prices, once yields come up, we're getting 2 tonne a hectare of grain at the moment irrigated. So once that goes up more, we'll be able to compete on the world market or grow at dryland. And I'll talk to you about dryland. So to answer your question, biomass needs this infrastructure, decortication. How do you handle it? It's like handle rope. So there's lots of equipment out there, but are they appropriate? Are they for the right purpose? Are they suited to the location and the weather? Do you got a ret? There's so many questions in your question that it's not an easy answer. Like, we could go on all day and just talk about that. So to explain that to an investor or someone who's trying to get a hemp, it's all too hard and they walk away. So we've got to make it simple. Don't go for every product. Go for the low-hanging fruit. They might not be the most, they're 10,000 a tonne textile for clothing. Right. We've got the Chinese here in Australia. They cannot get enough stuff. So they are here growing stuff and sending hemp stuff back. And they're learning from us and we're learning from them. But the hurd's been our big one. With 70% hurd in an average stem and our big crops that are too good, too high and tall and long for textiles, my house is made of hempcrete. My house is a hempcrete house.
Wonderful.
It's a block. We haven't got the factory here. So where did I get that from? Holland. So that's the French, the French international company that's trying to sell the factories everywhere. So to answer your question, we don't have the whole supply chain. I cannot get someone to grow it without a contract to do for someone. So they need a contract. They need the seed. They need the right seed at the right time, then to harvest it, then to cart it. It's very light to cart. We've got a big country. We have 4,000 k's, north, south, east, west. As you said, it's localised. It's got to be regional, Michael. Exactly. If we start carting this around the world, we'll go broke. You're carting air, unless you're carting the final product maybe, but not off-the-shelf farm product. So biomass, the textiles, everyone talks about textiles, but I believe hurd is the mainstay for Australia initially, unless all our wool and cotton goes overseas. We do not process any cotton. We're the highest yielding cottons other than Israel in the world, and wool, the biggest wool grower, we do not process anything. So why are we saying we're going to process hemp? Unless we find a market and the machinery and the investors to do some value adding in country. That's the model we would like to do.